Morning, everybody. Mike Anderson here from American Independent Marketing. I'm the rodeo wrangler for the webinar today. Be joined in just a couple minutes by Nisha Catron. She's going to take you through our tour of the hospital indemnity landscape, kind of an overview and just some understanding as to why these policies can be so important to your clients, even clients not in the Medicare space, because many of them are available at much younger ages. So go ahead and refill that water glass or coffee cup, whatever it is that you've got. Settle in with a good front row seat, and we will be starting here directly. Thanks. All right, quick turnaround. It's the top of the hour. We're going to get the show on the road here with our hospital indemnity webinar. Again, Mike Anderson, functioning as the wrangler here. Nisha Catron will be joining me in just a minute. Just a couple of reminders for you. We are recording this webinar, so we do have everybody on lecture mode, which means that you are command muted. I'll be keeping an eye on the control panel so that I can answer any questions that you might have with regard to these products and anything else that's going on. We will open everything up at the end for questions. We'll process this recording and we'll get it posted to the website either later today or first thing tomorrow morning. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Nisha, and it's all yours.
Thank you, Mike. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys have had a great start to the week and a wonderful, relaxing Father's Day. So happy belated Father's Day to those of you who are dads, granddads, or just filling the void. Thank you for taking the time today to join us in the complex and ever-changing landscape of senior health care. Ensuring financial security has never been more crucial. Whether it's an emergency or planned procedure, hospital stay costs can quickly add up and unexpectedly, leaving many families financially vulnerable. That's where hospital indemnity insurance comes into play. My goal today is to explore how this specialized insurance can provide a vital safety net, covering expenses that might not fully address. By the end of this presentation, you'll have a clear understanding of how hospital indemnity plans work, their benefits, and how they can be a critical component of your overall client's financial health and create strategies. So let's delve into how they can protect themselves, their loved ones from the financial uncertainties of hospital stays, and ensuring that they have peace of mind when they need it the most. Here's what's on the agenda today: understanding hospital indemnity, eligibility and enrollment, real-world scenarios, comparing plans, writers, FAQs and common misconceptions, how to pivot the conversation, and next steps. Hospital stays for clients can be overwhelming and stressful, not only for their health, but their wallet. Even with them having other medical insurance, some costs may not be covered. Unexpected healthcare costs can damage your client's financial situation. In research, they found that healthcare costs can cause serious financial problems for patients just even over the last few years. 44% have been put in a position to create a payment plan with their hospital or healthcare professional. 42 spent all or the majority of their personal savings on medical coverage. Hospital indemnity plans can provide for your clients a peace of mind by protecting their savings from that unexpected cost or even high out of pocket costs. It complements their existing health insurance by giving them cash to help with the costs those plans do not cover. It offers a predetermined cash benefit based on the type and length of that hospital stay, regardless of actual medical expenses. Benefits are paid directly to the policyholder who can use that money for any purpose, whether they're covering a deductible, co-payments, traveling expenses, or household bills. It creates flexibility, covering high deductible health plan or a policyholder with a high deductible health plan facing a $2,000 deductible and daily co-payments for a hospital stay. Hospital indemnity provides that cash benefit to cover that out-of-pocket expense and helps them be in a position to where they're not financially stressed. It helps with managing non-medical expenses. If a client has to stay longer at the hospital, there's a cash benefit from the hospital plan, indemnity plan that will help cover expenses for family members to stay close and be supportive without the financial worry of how having to pay out of pocket for a hotel stay or a lodging stay. It gives them peace of mind by reducing that financial stress during those hospital stays so they can focus on recovery without worrying about unexpected expenses. Besides day one coverage, it allows the client the flexibility to choose maximum days of coverage, a daily benefit option, several different riders. The plan is customizable, and the client can decide when benefits are paid to them. With a hospital indemnity plan, there's no deductible, and they can receive payment even if they have other insurance. Guaranteed issued if they're between the ages of 60 and 79 when they sign the application. There is no network of hospitals, so they can choose any hospital they like. Their policy remains in force if premiums are paid on time. Because hospital indemnity is a supplemental insurance and its benefits is a lump sum payment, it pairs well with other plans. Okay, so basically, who's eligible for hospital indemnity insurance? Typically, it's available to individuals and families, including employees, through employer sponsored plans and individuals purchasing coverage independently. Most plans have age limits commonly available to those aged 18 to 64, though some insurers may offer coverage to older adults. While some hospital indemnity plans, they don't require medical underwriting, others may have minimal health questions or existing conditions limitations. Often available if the individual is employed full-time and part-time. It's offered through their employer with some plans extending coverage to their dependents. So some requirements and limitations, pre-existing conditions. Some plans may have exclusions or waiting periods for pre-existing conditions, typically defined as conditions for which medical advice or treatment was received with a certain period before coverage begins. The limit benefits may be subject to a maximum limit per hospital stay and per year, varying by plan. There may be a waiting period before benefits become payable, ranging from a few days to several months after the policy's effective date. For the enrollment process, employer sponsored plans, depending on the state you live in, you want to get with your AIM marketer to discuss which carriers are available to you in the state that you reside in that offers employer sponsored plans. Typically, those employers offer it during open enrollment periods, allowing employees to select coverage for the upcoming year. For special enrollment, employees may enroll or make changes to their plan during special enrollment periods triggered by qualifying life events such as marriage, birth, or job loss. enrollment assistance. Employers often provide resources and assistance such as benefits, counselors, or online tools to help those employees understand and choose the appropriate coverage. For an individual plan, the application process, individuals can apply for hospital indemnity through their insurance agents or brokers. It's important to compare different plans when you're talking with your client based on coverage details, benefit amounts, waiting periods, and cost to find the best fit for their financial and personal needs. Some plans may offer immediate coverage with no waiting period, while others might have a brief processing time. And then just looking at considerations for choosing a plan. When talking with your client, assess personal and family healthcare needs, considering factors like their age, their health status, and their financial situation. Evaluate the fixed cash benefits offered and ensure they are sufficient to cover potential expenses. Giving them the opportunity to compare premiums and out of pocket costs to ensure that plan fits within their budget. Consider additional features such as portability, which allows coverage to continue if jobs change, then also optional riders for enhanced benefits. So let's go over some real world scenarios. In my own personal experience, I've been witnessing someone go through financial stress recovering in regards to her and her husband's health care. Her husband is needing extra care twice a week, and it's placed her in a position to now start selling off things. This has happened over the span of 12 months, and it's only escalating from there. She had her eyes set on retiring, and it seems like it may be pushed out for another year because the changes with her husband have changed so rapidly that she has been selling off big ticket items to be able to help cover those hospital costs and home health care in order to make sure her husband has the sufficient care that he needs. Um, a big chunk of their budget that was supposed to be used for traveling is now being used to care for him. So being able to have something in place to help offset that cost plus the additional resources would have kind of kept them in the position to travel. She had goals and dreams to make sure she created, more memories with him once she retired. And right now that is going to medical costs. It's unfortunate and sad. Then another example is Anna. She is a 70-year-old grandmother of 8 and has Medicare Advantage plan with a $6,700 out-of-pocket maximum per year. One day, Anna fell in her driveway and had to be rushed to the hospital by an ambulance. Her unexpected injury resulted in a 5-day hospital stay, 20 days at a skilled nursing facility. Under her current plan, the inpatient copay is about $360 per day for a total stay cost of $1,800. Her ambulance ride and trip to the emergency room was about $250 in copays. The biggest cost was the $120 per day for the 20 days she spent in the skilled nursing facility, costing her about $2,400. So the potential out of pocket for this unexpected was $4,450. Luckily, she herself had a hospital indemnity plan in place where her base plan paid her $1,250 for her 5-day stay, $150 for the emergency, $500 to cover the transportation and lodging. She also added ambulance services in skilled nursing facility as benefit riders, which paid her $250 and $2,000. She received total from her policy $4,150, which basically brought her out of pocket cost $300 is what she had to pay on her having staying in the hospital for 5 days, her skilled nursing facility, and that was her out of pocket expenses, all of $300. So that's really, really great. So, in comparing plans and what's available, there are many factors in choosing the right option, including cost, benefits provided, amounts in the benefits, and that will pay. The client selections are based on what would make them feel more comfortable in terms of coverage and cost. So let's look at what's included in the base plan and then break down these individually. So the hospital confinement benefit pays for each day the patient is in the hospital. So starting on day one, when they enroll, they can choose a period of days and the cash benefit per day. It varies with each carrier. Um, so depending on the carrier they choose, if the client stays out of the hospital for a full 60 days, the hospital benefit amount and period are restored, depending on the carrier. Emergency room benefit pays about $150 per day, depending on the carrier choice for emergency room services when they suffer a covered loss for injuries. The benefit period pays for a maximum of 2 to 4 days per calendar year, depending on the carrier of choice. Another unique quality available with some carriers is the transportation and lodging benefit for those who have family members coming into town. If that patient needs specialized care of one of their loved ones and they need to be hospitalized, they may have to travel to a designated care facility. That client and their loved ones can utilize the transportation and lodging benefit under the hospital indemnity plan to help pay for those costs. It could pay up to $100 per day or up to 1,000 for a maximum of 10 days per calendar year. If they need to travel more than 50 miles from their residence to receive treatment in a hospital or medical facility. Another benefit available to clients or patients is the inpatient mental health benefit, which pays $175 per day of confinement in a hospital for a covered mental or nervous disorder for a maximum of 7 days per calendar year. So let's talk about the riders. Here are some optional rider benefits that allows the client to create a personalized policy that not only meets their personal needs but their financial needs. There's dental vision. That will pay the client an annual benefit of $400 to $1,200 for services performed by a licensed dentist, ophthalmologist, or optometrist after the first year, including $200 for prescription eyeglasses or contact lenses. That varies by carrier. Critical accident will pay a lump sum benefit for the following types of accident injuries after an emergency room visit. For example, accidental death has the plan option of $5,000 or $10,000, or hip dislocation looking at $1,000 or $2,000. Specified disease benefit will pay 100% of the chosen benefit amount from 5,000 up to 50,000 when the client receives a diagnosis or a procedure from a physician. That varies by carrier. The lump sum, heart attack, stroke, and restoration. With this rider, the client will get a percentage of their chosen benefit amount, again from 5,000 to 50, should they receive the diagnosis of a covered heart attack or stroke, or if they have a qualifying procedure. Ambulance rider. Um, Rider will pay a chosen benefit of $50 to $400 per ground or air ambulance ride to or from a hospital. So if it is a payable once per day, it can pay up to 4 times per calendar year, subject to a lifetime maximum of 12 trips. There is no hospital confinement required. Remember Anna and her 5-day hospital stay plus skilled nursing facility care? With that, this rider helps pay $100 to $200 per day. I believe she got up to 150, and this will pay for up to 50 days in a calendar year for skilled nursing facility care in a benefit period. It also allows for a one-time restoration of benefits if you don't require or receive care for the same sickness or injury for 180 days in a row. So with this rider, this should be the first recommendation to your clients when you are having conversations with them on how to customize their plan. Lump sum cancer, this rider is a one-time payment for first diagnosis of internal cancer or malignant melanoma. This rider is available up to age 80 and offers payout of 1,000 to 10,000. Outpatient surgical. This rider pays 250 to 1,000 for a surgical procedure performed in an ambulatory surgical center or outpatient hospital facility. This is payable no more than twice a year. You have urgent care benefit rider, that's $50 per day for 4 days per calendar year when you obtain urgent care center services. Frequently asked questions. So, how does the plan work? Hospital indemnity, as I said before, it pays a cash benefit directly to the client for the services related to or a planned or unplanned covered inpatient hospital stay while they are covered under the plan. Can they have more than one? No, they are only allowed to have more than one. They are not allowed to have more than one hospital indemnity plan. Is the hospital indemnity plan compatible with a HSS, HSA account, health savings account? Yes. The hospital indemnity plan is compatible with an HSA. If they leave a company, can they keep their coverage? What is the cost and how do they go about keeping the plan? Yes, the hospital indemnity plan, it allows them to keep their existing coverage for the same rate and make direct payments to the carrier. That option is called a portability option. They may exercise this option if the employment ends for any reason other than for gross misconduct. The portability form is in the plan documents section of the member website. Refer your client to their certificate of coverage for more portability provisions. Um, the portability option is not available in New York and Vermont, unfortunately. What happens if a covered person dies while covered under the hospital indemnity plan? Benefits will be paid to the member's beneficiary on file. If one isn't on file, payment would go to the member's estate. If you have additional questions, please reach out to us here at AM. We will be happy to assist you further and help guide you in discussing more with your clients if they have questions. Next, we're going to tackle some of the common misconceptions that supplemental insurance has for consumers. Misconception one, I already have enough coverage from my primary insurance. This one is a common misconception with consumers. It's redundant considering they already have coverage from their primary health or life policy. However, this belief fails to recognize the unique benefits that supplemental insurance can provide. Unlike primary insurance, which may only cover specific medical expenses or provide a fixed sum in the event of an unfortunate incident, supplemental insurance complements the existing coverage by filling those gaps that may be left behind. Misconception number two, supplemental insurance is expensive and not worth the cost. It is important for financial institutions to communicate the various options available and highlight the potential long-term savings and benefits of enrolling in supplemental insurance. The key to dispelling this myth lies in educating that client, making sure they understand what's available and the value of the cost of that product, also educating them about the potential financial burden they might face in the absence of adequate coverage. A well-crafted marketing message can emphasize how a relatively small premium for supplemental insurance can help safeguard them from unexpected expenses. Comparing the cost of supplemental insurance to the potential financial ramifications of being underinsured can be a persuasive approach to demonstrate its value. Misconception number three, supplemental insurance is only for seniors or unhealthy individuals. This misconception stems from a lack of awareness and education about the diverse range of supplemental insurance products available in the market today. As I said before, it is available to individuals age 18 all the way up to 64, and there are products that are available for those over 64 as well. When you're talking to your clients about this, it's important to highlight the inclusive nature of supplemental insurance, catering to people of all ages and health statuses, from hospital accident insurance that covers hospitalization, after covered injuries, to recuperative care insurance that helps with costs associated with recuperating after a covered accident or injury. Misconception number 4: filing claims for supplemental insurance can be complicated and time consuming. So, as their trusted broker insurance agent, you can help them work through educating them on who to call, how to file a claim, and understand the claim process. It can be time consuming, but making sure that they are educated on what's available to them and knowing that the claims processing is backed by efficient customer service. Okay, how to pivot the conversation. So the last time I spoke about this, some agents were like, I have a certain amount of years in the industry. I don't need to be told how to navigate a conversation. I'm very experienced. This is not for you. This is for the new agents who are just starting in the industry and trying to get into their business off the ground. So here we go. Pivoting the conversation towards hospital indemnity insurance requires understanding the client's needs and presenting the benefits in a relatable and compelling way. So, understanding the client's needs, asking them probing questions. Can you tell me more about your current health plan or health insurance plan and any out of pocket expenses that you may have? Have you ever had a hospital stay, and were there any unexpected costs that weren't covered by your insurance? You want to highlight the benefit of hospital indemnity insurance, explain coverage gap, emphasize the potential out of pocket expenses with comprehensive health insurance, provide real life examples. If you are witnessing someone in your life going through the financial stresses of paying out of pocket expenses, that is a great way to create relatability and also open up the doorway of trust even more. Share stories or scenarios where hospital indemnity insurance was either beneficial or needed. Personalize the solution. Tailor the conversation. Relate the insurance to their personal situation or concern. Considering, for example, considering they have young family, hospital indemnity insurance can provide financial peace of mind in case of unforeseen hospital visits, ensuring they can focus on recovery without the worry of the additional costs or missing out on work. Address common objections. Address the concerns they may have about affordability or necessity. Highlight the flexibility. Emphasize the flexibility and ease of claiming benefits. For example, letting them know that the policy pays them directly, giving them the freedom to use the funds as needed, whether for medical bill, household expenses, or anything else. Provide clear information. Explain to them how it works. Clearly outline the insurance works and the benefits they can expect. Encourage a decision. Create a sense of urgency. Encourage them to consider the policy without feeling pressured. For example, given the unpredictability of health issues, having this coverage in place sooner rather than later can be a smart move. Let's look at some options that fit your budget. By focusing on the client's personal experience and needs, you can effectively pivot the conversation towards the benefits and necessity of hospital indemnity insurance. Okay, next steps. Getting contracted. One of the most important things is to make sure that you as the agent are in compliance with the carriers to be able to start speaking to your clients about what's available. Triage your clients. Decide who your first 10 calls are going to be. Begin the conversation, learn about their needs so that you can make accurate recommendations. Honor your commitment to you. You made the time available for this presentation. This is your business, and you're here because you want it to grow. That only happens if you follow through with this information, and your clients, we here at AIM, are just as committed to making sure your business grows and be successful. In summary, woohoo. Hospital Indemnity Insurance is designed to provide financial protection by covering those out-of-pocket expenses that are not covered by traditional health insurance during a hospital stay. This coverage includes the hospital confinement benefits, ambulance services, surgeries, and other hospital-related costs. Key point, it fills coverage gaps. It creates flexibility. It allows affordability, real life scenarios, highlight how the insurance can prevent financial strain during hospital stays. By securing hospital indemnity insurance, the client can safeguard their finances and ensure comprehensive coverage for any hospital-related expenses, providing a valuable layer of security and peace of mind. Thank you guys for bearing with me today. I hope this presentation was effective, opened some doorways for you to pivot and add an ancillary product to your book of business. Please reach out to us or me. My name, email, phone number. Also, if you're on social media, please give us a like and a share on Instagram and Facebook. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you again. My name is Kanisha. Have a great day.
All right, we'll open it up real quick for questions. Got everybody unmuted so we can handle those. Nisha, give us a quick reminder, what's up next on the webinar schedule 2 weeks out? I think it's long-term care, right?
Yes, so next on the schedule will be Don Erickson going over long-term care and why it is still needed.
That'll be a good opportunity there as well. All right, as is normally the process, we will get this, the behind the scenes stuff taken care of, get this thing processed, get it uploaded onto our website so that you'll have access to it. You can circle back, zero in on key areas maybe that you want to get more detail on. Marketing team will be reaching out to you today, maybe into tomorrow, depending on everything that we've got going on to answer any questions, follow through on contracting and such to be able to help everybody move forward. All right, well, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Nobody's holding up their hand. Really good job on that, Nisha. We're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. We'll get it processed. We'll get it loaded up onto our website. We appreciate you making your time available. You know, you're busy, a lot of things going on, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, everybody.